Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Sunday's meditation. I'm Hendrik. Most of you know me already. One or two new faces in the room when I see that right. So I'm your tech host, guiding you through this. If you have any technical problems, just hit me up in the chat and we can see what we can do. I hope you can hear me, because if you can hear me, you should be able to hear Trent as well. And Trent is going to guide our meditation today. Again, he's back from his little break and is with us here again. To kick things off, as always, open up the chat window on the bottom of your screen and then just type in from where you're calling in from, that we get an idea who is in the room, from which part of the world are you calling into, where are your feet touching the ground. Well, I'm in Hamburg, Germany today. We have Athens in the room, Alaska, and Virginia, China, Louisiana, the UK, South Africa, England, the Netherlands. Nice. So again, I love this always. I mean, we are spread around the world. I mean, Inken is sitting in Abu Dhabi. Trent is in China right now. He's going to switch locations. That's going to happen. So it's really beautiful. I like to invite you, for the people you're new, also, like for me, the pictures always also doing the meditation. There's sometimes we have these parts where we connect all to each other and like see this little light bubble where we're at, and with this beautiful invention from the 90s. The internet allows us here to sit together and explore together. Before I hand it over to Inken, we have two little announcements that I'm going to do now and then also in the end. So one, Vivian just posted in the chat. So we're adjusting the times next week because Trent is going back to the US next week, if they allow him to go back home.
Hopefully, yeah.
But I think Biden wants you back home. So I think Biden is fine with you coming back home. But that's still elected, not in power yet. Time zone wise, it's a bit difficult for the US. It's very early, so we're going to adjust that back to the times. That means for Central Europe, we're back to the time we had 2 weeks ago. So we're going to move back to 3 p.m. And you see the times in the post that Vivian just did. It's also in the new posts on the Facebook group. We will also share it in the community, Facebook community. And then the second thing, I just posted again the link to the survey. It can be anonymous. You don't need to write your name. That's just out of the dialogue we had 2 weeks ago. We condensed some questions out to gain some clarity for us how to move forward. Should we have a website? Regarding the recording, as said, we're adjusting that now. Also, what it leads to here, what else would you like to happen in the community, that we get a sense where energy wants to go. And also, if you want to support and help co-create this more and take some responsibility in some way, either as a guest or guiding something on your own, then share that with us in the survey as well. And then leave us your contact detail. And then we're going to contact you next week, probably during the next week, next Sunday after the meditation. We're going to talk a bit about the results, what we're seeing there and hearing out of that, and how we feel moving forward. So yeah, those are the two things: time change, adjusting to the countries that move times, and also Trent moving to the US, that times for the US becomes a little bit more relaxed. And please, 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 if you haven't done yet, fill out the survey. And if you're close to any other light warriors, then remind them as well, because this is super helpful for us to get an idea how to move forward into the weeks to come. That's everything from my side. And with that, I hand it over to Inken.
Thank you very much, Hendrik. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm happy to see you. And yeah, it's Sunday, time to connect for us, right? So for those of you that are new, my name is Inken and I'm one of your hosts. Happy to be with you. And I hope you had a wonderful week. I want to reflect a little bit what happened last week with Lisa. And I'm very curious to know. So if you had any impacts from last week's session, any shifts happening, type it in the chat. We would love to hear from that, because I definitely had it, Lisa. Thank you very much. I had a boost out of nothing, and it was just incredible. And it was a reminder for me that, like, you know, if we do really proper inner work, how that much can push things forward. So very grateful for that. And I hope yeah, that you also felt impact from last week's powerful session with Lisa. And I would love your help now, because our lovely master Trent is stuck in China and he needs to get back home. And I would love that you all close your eyes now for a few seconds and set an intention and just send him lots and lots of moving energy, that he returns back home with ease. And yeah, he can be home. Thank you.
That was really, really sweet and very kind. Thank you for that. Oh, it has been a crazy stretch. It's been a crazy week. And this week is, as you guys know, around the world, there's a lot of craziness going on. And I don't think it's going to come to an end anytime soon. This has been like the most insane year ever, I think, for most people. And, you know, it kind of inspired me to change what we were originally going to do. So this, a lot of times we'll make the themes about a month or, you know, sometimes even longer in advance. And we're getting closer. And I thought, you know, I'm feeling a lot around the news, and I bet a lot of other people are, you know, so we decided to change the theme. A lot of people were resonating with it. And they were saying, you know what, yeah, this is pertinent. This is a good timing. So that's what we decided to do. So just to give you a little bit of quick framing, and I'm sorry, I got home a little late to do the picture, but I'm going to do my best to just talk you through it. There's a book called Reality Transurfing. So in the chat, has anybody read that book called Reality Transurfing? Okay, I don't see any yeses. Okay, so Reality Transurfing, it talks about this concept called pendulums. And what pendulums are, these are like the institutions, these are like the government, the education system, things like religion, even in a lot of ways. Like it's these institutions, and in these institutions, they have this range of beliefs. And so when you interact with these institutions, you usually fall within like the active pendulum of emotions, of thoughts, and ideas. And so I noticed this week, you know, when I'm reading about what's going on in America, is it safe? Are people rioting, looting? Like what's going on? You know, like what's the situation? And I would find myself, that probably happened about 2 or 3 times this week, that my vibration just got so bad. I'm like, why am I feeling like all these feelings, and why am I getting all these thoughts? And I realized, like, it's exactly what he talks about in that book, Reality Transurfing. So I'm getting sucked into that pendulum, and it's so easy to get sucked into that pendulum and just start you know, being in those ranges of thoughts and ideas. And oh, these guys are the good guys, these guys are the bad guys, and we should hate them, and these guys are right and these guys are wrong, and I'm angry, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, it's so easy to do that. And so what I want to do today, guys, is be able to remind all of us that we can be the witness. We can step back and we can see things for what they are, and recognize when we're getting caught up in a pendulum, and again, let that break the spell and say, wait a second, you know, do I really want to feel these angry feelings right now, or this excited? You know, maybe some people are exuberant right now, but you know, it's just like, it's just realizing and seeing it for what it is. It's a pendulum, right? And you want to be conscious, you want to be deliberate on what you're doing with your reality, what you're doing with your thoughts, your focus, and your attention, and just being more and more deliberate about that and choosing what you want instead of letting that, the whatever is on the news, whatever is, people are posting on Facebook, letting that dictate your life, letting that steer your ship. All right, you want to be the captain of your soul. So that's the point today. It's stepping back as being the witness, and let's go. Let's get this let's get this thing going. Okay, so you want to be settling in now. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. And allow yourself to relax. You want to allow yourself to become more and more present. Taking your attention inward. And everything that you brought here with you, that's from the pendulums, that's from the mob, right? The mass consciousness. Everything that you're bringing with you from that, can you let it go for now? Can you just be present? And anything in the future, anything you want to do afterward, can you allow yourself to let that go for now? Give yourself permission to go deeper. So settling in, relaxing. You can now begin to feel the energy of the group. So settling in to that welcoming energy, feeling the group energy, feeling the welcoming, the warmth, the hellos, pats on the back, the hugs. Allow yourself to feel a circle of love and trust and safety. So now you feel more in the group energy. You want to take your energy deeper. So focusing on where your bottom is touching the seat or your feet are touching the ground. And allow the roots to extend from you into the earth. Allow yourself to be grounded. So allow this energy to go deep and wide into the earth, downward, grounding you. You can feel the relief of that. You can feel the settling in your space. Owning your space a little bit more. Being more comfortable, being more relaxed. Allowing your breathing to be more regular, to be deeper. So breathing all the way to the bottom of your belly. Deep, rich roots. Grounded feeling. You can allow your energy to expand a little bit more like a tree trunk. Thick and strong. Connected. with an erect spine, making sure you're sitting up straight. Bring your attention to your crown and allow the light from above into your crown. Allow yourself to open up to it. You can even look up with your eyes closed. And allow the energy to flow. So you're grounded and you're flowing. You should start to feel more balanced now. You should feel connected to the earth, connected to the group, and allowing yourself to tune in more and more. Allowing yourself to go more and more inward, to relax, to be more and more present. So let's relax our bodies a little bit more, starting with the scalp. Relaxing your scalp. Relax your face, your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. And relax your neck. Let those shoulders drop a little bit more. Letting the relaxation flow down your arms, all the way down your fingertips. Relaxing your torso. Allowing yourself to switch on the rest and digest mode. So the relaxation going down your torso, down your stomach and low back. All the way into your hips and bottom. Feeling that ground, feeling this relaxation. Down your legs. Down your calves, all the way to the tips of your toes. So now you're more aware of your body. You're more aware of your energy. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath with the entire body. And breathe out any remaining tension. Shake loose anything if you need to shake loose. And allow your attention to go inward. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to reach a place where you can let your consciousness rise. Anywhere you're bearing the weight of the world on your shoulders, where you're wanting to solve problems that are these major world problems. Maybe it's the environment, maybe it's all the fighting. Anywhere that's on you, to where you have taken this on and you're like Atlas and the world is on your shoulders. Can you breathe into that? Can you let that go? Can you take the world off your shoulders for right now? Can you allow it to be what it is? Anything you're wanting to figure out, where you're trying to mentally figure out solutions to the pandemic, solutions to the election, solutions to anything that's 2020, this crazy ass year. Anything that you are trying to figure out, or maybe even judge it crazy like I did. Anywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Anywhere you're stressed out, all this stuff that's going on is stressing you out. and you're identified with it in some way. You're identified with the stress, you're identified with the struggle of the mass consciousness. Anywhere that you have made that a part of your identity, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Everywhere you're vibrating problem or identified with problem, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Everywhere you have taken on the pain of the world empathically or by being too empathetic in a way that you are taking on someone else's pain to your own detriment. Everywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Can you allow yourself to be free? Can you allow yourself to be easier? Can you allow yourself some relief in this moment? Everywhere you're arguing for this because you want to help, you think you need to help somebody else. And it's like this lack of control feeling. So everywhere you're doing that, this wanting to help argument, wanting to change things argument, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Again, can you allow yourself to work through the limitations, work through the feelings and difficulties and transcend into something better, rise to the solution vibration. So everywhere you feel resistance, everywhere you're clinging and holding on to the problem because you think it's helping you in some way or serving you in some way, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Everywhere you have bought into the story, the mass consciousness story of fear, of limitation, of anger towards your brothers and sisters, everywhere you have bought into that reality and you are vibrating in that reality, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? And I'm getting a sense of pain. So something that I've learned recently, and another way to release, is to say more. Because when you stop resisting it and you say more to it, it's like martial arts, like Aikido. And your lack of resistance allows the energy to turn, to move in new ways. So if you're feeling pain right now, can you courageously say more to it? Can you say, give me more? And it's, again, remembering to breathe through it, allowing yourself to process, but realizing in saying more, you're opening, you're letting be, you're allowing. And the energy can move. So can you say more to any pain that you may be experiencing? Everywhere you are identifying with a self-limiting identity that is causing you offense. So in other words, anywhere you're saying, as a 30-year-old woman, as a straight man, as a whatever, fill in the blank, everywhere that you are identifying yourself in this way, in this limiting way, and you're using that as a reason to be offended or to feel bad, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? And all the arguments you have for this, all this righteousness, this self-righteousness, Can you breathe into that and can you let that go? But I'm right. Can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Can you be amused by your self-righteousness? Can you let it go? Can you let it be and can you let it go? Everywhere you're judging the other. You're judging the Biden supporter. You're judging the Trump supporter. They're stupid. They're wrong. I'm right and they're wrong. Everywhere you're standing in judgment. Can you allow yourself to let that go? Because as you judge others, you judge yourself. So everywhere you're in judgment, can you allow yourself to breathe into that and can you let that go? Can you say more to it? To the lack feelings, to the contracted feelings, to the difficult feelings, to the dark parts of yourself that you don't want to look at? Can you say more to it? More. More. And breathe. Everywhere you think you're smarter than other people, can you let that go? Can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Identifying yourself as smart or more intelligent. Everywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Everywhere you think that you're more informed, and you know better than this other group, can you allow yourself to breathe into that and can you let that go? So everywhere that you feel judgment, that you feel hatred, even, that you feel anger, resentment, bitterness towards the other. So anywhere that you're feeling this towards the person or persons that have an opposing viewpoint as you, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? Can you allow yourself to say more to the difficult feelings? And allow them to be, allow them to dissolve, allow them to evaporate. And the bottom line, to let them be, to stop resisting. Everywhere you're resisting, looking at your own shadow, where you're seeing the flaws in other people and the way that they think and their viewpoints, everywhere you're doing that and you refuse to look at your own shadow, the plank in your own eye, the darkness in your own reflection, everywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that and can you let that go? And can you say more to that? More, more, more. Everywhere you're trying to change other people, you're trying to change things outside of your control. So everywhere you're trying to change the world, but you're doing it from a place of lacking control, can you allow yourself to feel the pain of wanting control and not having it? Breathe into that and can you let that go? Can you let that go some more? Can you let that go even more? Everywhere you want to be part of the mob, even when you know it's not the right thing to do. So you're wanting approval, you're wanting to fit in, you're wanting You're not wanting people to disapprove of your Facebook post or something like that. Everywhere that you are being fake to fit in, and it hurts you on an inner level. Everywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that, and can you let that go? And the other end of the pole, everywhere that you're being a nonconformist to be different, to be special, to get attention. Everywhere you're doing that, can you breathe into that, and can you let that go? Can you say more? Give me more. I'm ready to face it. I'm ready to transmute this. I'm ready to grow. So anywhere else that's remaining that is this outside chaos, that is the mob, that is the pendulums, the politics, everywhere you're drawing your state from the external, Facebook, everywhere that is dictating your consciousness, your focus, your attention, everywhere you're letting these external things change your mood, everywhere you're doing that, can you allow yourself to breathe into that, and can you let that go? And from this place, inside, can you begin to reach for a better feeling? Can you let other people be who they are and think whatever it is that they want to think? Can you allow them that freedom? And can you allow yourself that same freedom? So can you forgive that in yourself? And can you forgive that in others? Can you allow yourself for being wrong? And can you forgive others for being wrong? So allow yourself forgiveness, allow forgiveness to others. And can you give yourself grace? And can you give grace to others to learn, to grow, to make mistakes? Can you allow others to have an opinion contrary to your own? And that be okay? So everyone has to agree with you. It's comfortable, but everywhere people have to agree with you. Can you breathe into that, and can you let that go? And everywhere else that you're worried, like maybe worried about the country, maybe worried about what other people think, what other people are doing. So any remaining worry, can you breathe into that, and can you let that go? And again, allow yourself to start reaching for better feeling thoughts. So you can begin to visualize the government, churches, education, corporations, these things as pendulums. You can imagine these things as a range of vibrations. And you can imagine yourself stepping back from it. So you could see yourself in the middle of the government pendulum, for instance, or let's say the politics pendulum. And now you can imagine yourself stepping back from this range of vibrations and seeing yourself as this sovereign being who is able to choose, who can choose to be a part of the pendulum, choose to participate, but realizing that it's choice, realizing that you can step out of it at any time, and that you can witness. So experience that now, allowing yourself to be the witness. Imagine people posting things on Facebook that are different than your opinion. And can you allow yourself to feel peace about that? To be the witness, to be able to step back, not be in the pendulum, to see the pendulum for what it is, and to just witness it, to see it and still feel good inside. To see someone voting differently than you, and to still feel love inside, to still feel happy inside about yourself, about your life. To be able to be a silent witness. And allow the pendulum to be the pendulum. So with this sense of viewpoint, this healthy level of separation, right? We're one with everything, but we can have a sense of witness. What do you choose for yourself? Do you choose to feel happy? So you can put your hands on your heart now. You can begin to think about the feeling that you wish to reach for. So personally, I know despite pendulums, despite what's happening externally, I want to feel happy. So if you choose happiness, feel that now. Allow yourself to feel that and have the experience of being a witness to the pendulums, yet feeling unconditional happiness, safety, relief that the weight of the world is not on your shoulders. So feeling lighter, feeling empowered by the choice. I can choose this, or I don't have to choose this. How does that feel to you? How does that empowerment feel? The power of choice, power of focus and attention. Unconditionally able to feel that. Love, I'm able to feel love. I'm able to love this person with a different opinion. I'm able to love as a witness. I'm able to step back and see that I can feel love unconditionally. So practice that now. Allow yourself to feel love despite the pendulums, despite if things are going your way or not. But be able to feel unconditional love. So allow yourself to feel that now. And if you're having trouble, you can think of something easy to love. A child in your life, your pet. So allowing yourself to love. Allowing yourself to witness and be in love. Stay in love. Stay in empowerment. Stay in happiness. Feeling so much lighter from letting all the judgment go. Moving up and up to peace. So you can go ahead and take a deep breath all the way to your belly. And allow this energy to expand. This greater sense of peace. Despite what's going on. So despite the COVID pendulum, you're stepping back, you can see it for what it is, you can love the people in the pendulum. Because you're able to feel love within yourself, peace within yourself, empowerment and choice within yourself. So now, let's send this love. Let's allow this love to grow. So first, let's really get a sense of our group. Let's send love to everybody in our group. Pats on the back, hugs. Let that energy grow. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're safe to be yourself here. I support you. So allow that love to build, this unconditional love. And now you can begin to think of people in your life you'd like to send love to. As individuals, let's start with individuals. So family, maybe friends, people you know struggling. Send them love. Send them a smile. Send them some gratitude, appreciation. Allow it to flow through you. And notice you don't have to have them agreeing with you to have these good feelings sent through you to them. You can still feel good regardless. If they're Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. We're bigger than that. We're more than that. We're more than just a silly label. So sending love to people in your life. And now choosing pendulums. Let's send love to some of the pendulums and the people in them. So let's send love to the politics, the political pendulum. So many people some people are elated and some people are angry. And that may switch even before this is all said and done. Who knows? But anywhere somebody's struggling within all that, can you send love regardless? Because even the people that are feeling bad, they want to be loved. The people that are feeling happy, they want to be loved. So let's transcend these conditions and be love now. Send love now. Send comfort now. Let's send love to the people affected by COVID. So now sending love to that pendulum as well. People that are afraid, that are sick. Let's send them love and encouragement, but without getting stuck in the pendulum and becoming fearful ourselves. Keeping ourselves plugged in, empowered, and helping from an empowered place where we have the power to help, to uplift. And anywhere else that you want to send love, now is the time. Anything close to your heart. So now visualizing yourself as a node on a grid. So you can see this bright golden light or rainbow, however you want to visualize it. Allow this golden light to emanate from you to fill your room. So this unconditional love increasing within you, lifting you up, aligning you. So keeping you, you're plugged in, you're aligned. Now you can really serve the world and be a difference maker, an impact. You're aligned, you're full, your room is full, your home is full. Letting that light shine, filling your building, filling your neighborhood, filling your community, filling your county, your state, filling your country. So seeing this light get brighter, and even zooming out, you can begin to see the world begin to be brighter as these lights overlap. Seeing the world come into more harmony, more light, more love. The vibration of solution, the answered prayers. The rain for the drought, the rain that puts out the fires. The ideas that bring people together, that stop the fighting. The thriving land, the gardens, the abundant food. Let your light shine, let your love flow. I feel the need to express appreciation. So expressing appreciation to the Great Spirit, to the universe, to the One, for loving us so much, for blessing us so richly, for being so good to us, for grace, for prosperity, for kindness. Thank you. So allowing yourself to really get a sense of this energy, to really make it a part of you, to really take it on. I'm going to begin integrating now. One, two, three, beginning to come back, but taking this energy with you. 4, 5, expanded, enlightened. 6, full of love. 7, lighter. 8, happier. 9, connected, empowered. And 10, you can stretch, you can open your eyes as we begin to orient ourselves back to the physical plane.